Yesterday we had 3 world-class games: Hungary versus Ireland, Nigeria versus Congo, and Italy versus Norway. So let's talk about it. The first game we're gonna need to cover is Hungary versus Ireland, the biggest fumble of all time. Going into this game, all Hungary needed was a draw to qualify for the World Cup playoff, and Ireland, they needed a win. No if, buts, or maybe. Also, Ronaldo fanboys were hate watching Ireland after what they did to Ronaldo. Anyways, here were the lineups for both teams. For Hungary, look at this. I recognize all their players. All of them I recognize. And for Ireland too, here they are. The game started off with a bang. Hungary got a corner and scored from a set piece in the 2nd minute of the game. Football is no longer about skills. It's about set pieces. Thank you, Mr. Arteta. Thank you. Then in the 10th minute, Ireland got a penalty. Look at this penalty right here. I'm not saying it's not a penalty, but bro, I know players in the 90s wish that they could play in this era. Back then, you had to be assaulted to get anything, let alone a penalty. With that pen, Pirates would make the game 1-1. Bro, this guy is on smoke right now. He's having his insanity. 2 against Portugal, and in this game, he cooked. But still, with that goal, Ireland were drawing, and Hungary were happy with the result. Then, in the 36th minute, Hungary would score one of the best goals of the season. Look at this B-Tech James Rodriguez goal. What a hit from Vaga. Now, here's where things get weird. With that goal, Szoboszlai supposedly does this crying celebration to get back for Ronaldo. But it was all AI! Yes, Szoboszlai never did this celebration. In reality, he did this weak-ass kindergarten celebration. He never pulled out the crybaby. We are cooked as a society. I was watching this match and I'm pretty sure I did not see him do that celebration. But I saw it everywhere online, so I thought it was real. I am 1000% getting scammed in the future. Anyways, with that goal, Hungary was celebrating. They were already wondering who they're gonna face in the playoffs. Some Hungary fans were already booking their tickets for America. You see, in the second half, Ireland came out like they took Compound V from the boys, and these guys came out on smoke. In the 56th minute, they scored, but it would be an offside goal. Then, in the 76th minute, they would get their equalizer, and again, Pirates would score. What is Unk doing right here? Why is your hands up? Look at this man. What is he doing? With that equalizing goal, Ireland were still losing. They needed a win, remember? With that goal, Ireland did not look like they would score again. When the game hit 90+4, I thought, okay, Hungary are gonna go into the playoffs. They're gonna win this game. There's no way on God's green earth this team is gonna do anything. But out of nowhere, Kelleher would send a prayer, and with that prayer, it would be answered because Pirates would score a hat-trick and send Ireland to the World Cup playoffs. Again, this number 4 guy fumbled the bag. What is he doing? He could have cleared the ball, but again, he's just there watching. Again, this is the 2nd time. 2 goals were on him. If I was Hungarian, I would call ice on him. I would dead ass call ice on him if I was Hungarian. I pray for that brother, because the last fans on earth you want to piss off are the Hungarian ultras and the Cristiano Ronaldo fanboys. Hydrogen bomb versus coughing babies. Anyways, Ireland would go through because Para would have an all-time game. Matter of fact, not an all-time game, an all-time season. Give him the Ballon d'Or already. And Szoboszlai would be crying. Look at this man, just crying, and people are slut-shaming him online for no absolute reason. He got AI'd. He literally got AI'd, and people are abusing him. Let's see how fans reacted to this game online. This will be a delicious hate watch. That's from a Cristiano Ronaldo fanboy right there. Absolute clown. Cristiano Ronaldo fanboys are having the worst week of their life. Not only did Cristiano Ronaldo get a red card, but his team won 9-0 without him. Not only that, but that Piers Morgan interview also showed us who Cristiano Ronaldo is. Ronaldo FC, we down bad right now. We absolutely down bad. How Hungarians will talk about Troy Parrott to their kids. By the way, that's my tweet, so go follow. Next game, Nigeria versus Congo, the funniest, greatest game of all time. Now, as an African myself, I, just like any other African, hate Nigeria. I will always be there when you have to hate Nigeria, even though my country is East Africa, Somalia, and their country is West Africa. Totally, completely different sides of Africa. But my hatred will always be there for the Nigerians. Just like any other African nation, we all hate Nigeria. Nigeria. I will always be there to hate watch Nigeria no matter what, and this game was no exception. I was Team Congo all the way. Anyways, here was the Nigerian starting 11, and brother, on paper, how this team did not qualify through the normal route is crazy. That is crazy. And here was the Congo's lineup. Look at that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka found his Congo passport after years of twerking for England. How things change when you know you ain't wanted. How things change when you know you ain't gonna make it. How things change. The game started off with a bang just like the last game. It started off fast. Nigeria in the 3rd minute would score after Tuan Sabi's deflection. Haven't heard that name since his legacy game against PSG. Elite ball knowledge required. After that, Nigeria had another chance, but it would be saved, and that would be the last chance they would have, because after that it was all Congo, and in the 32nd minute they would score to make the game 1-1. This referee needs to be investigated. You see this referee right here? He was 1000% wearing a Nigerian jersey under that referee shirt, because the amount of times he robbed Congo is crazy. How this is not a pen is beyond me. Meanwhile, in the Ireland game, this was a pen, but in Africa, this is not a pen. He assaulted the man. Are the referees in Africa still stuck in the 90s? I thought we were done with the 90s. In the 88th minute, the Nigerian goalkeeper almost lost him the game by passing the ball straight to the opponent, but luckily for him, they fumbled the bag. I have said this so many times. This might be racist, but I'm gonna say it. Racist alert. If you're starting a team, go get yourself a white goalkeeper. Go get yourself a white Caucasian goalkeeper. I feel safe when I know my team has a white goalkeeper in goal. I don't know what it is, but we cannot be goalkeepers. Just before the game ended, in extra time, we saw one of the greatest crosses of all time. Trent Alexander-Arnold, eat your heart out. Look at this world-class cross. Look at it. Hashtag can Trent do that? Hashtag can your fullback do that? With that world-class cross, the game would end 1-1 in normal time, and in extra time, the game was boring. No need for me to talk about it. So let's go straight to penalties. Or shall I say, the casuals' favorite. The first person to step up for Nigeria, you would think would be an attacker, right? Nope! A defender would step up, and that defender would be Calvin Bassey. And of course, he would sky it. Why are defenders taking the first pen? Matter of fact, why are defenders taking penalties? If your name ain't Maguire, you are not allowed to take a penalty if you're a defender. So with that, Miss Congo would step up, and luckily for Nigeria, Congo would also miss the penalty. Nigeria's next kicker would be an attacker, and you would think he would score, right? No, he would miss. Then Congo would miss. Then Nigeria would score. Then they would go back and forth until another Nigerian defender would step up, Ajayi, and he would miss. With the last kick, a Congo defender would step up, Mbemba, the Marseille legend. He would step up to take the last penalty. He scores and he sends Congo to the international playoff bullshit. I don't know, bro. He sends them to another playoff. Well, I don't know why African countries gotta do 500 playoffs just to enter. He scores, they go through. But before he could shoot that penalty, a fan would throw a bottle at him. Matter of fact, the 2 bottles would be thrown. One of them was actually pathetic. Look at that. Whoever threw that has no arm. The other almost hit him. But look at it. No reaction at all. This man was locked in. Because of that fan, he would score. He scored and Congo made it. Now here's where things get interesting. While the penalty shootout was happening, the Nigerian coach was fighting another battle. He was trying to knock out someone. When he was asked what happened after that game, take a listen on what he said.
Eric, coming towards the end of the game, I could see that you were a bit frustrated with maybe some of the DR Congo staff members. Could you give us an update on what happened there?
During all the penalty session, a guy of Congo did some voodoo. Every time. So this is why I was a little nervous after him.
Yeah. What did you see?
Yeah, something like that. You know, with the I don't know if it's a water or something like that. You know, so I don't know.
Quel est votre message
No, you're crying. I'm actually crying, bro. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. This man actually blamed the Juju, man. He actually blamed black magic. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what the fans are supposed to do. Not your actual football coach blaming black magic. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I'm dead. I swear to God, I'm dead. Let's see how Nigerian fans reacted to this loss. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to see right here. That's what I like to see. No more World Cup for y'all. No more World Cup for y'all. This is beautiful. This is what I dreamt of. Look at them cry. These guys are actually crying. Calvin Bassey. Okay, this is just pure racism, bro. This is actually pure racism in Big 2025. That's a Nigerian posting that, by the way. The internet is a dangerous place. How are we posting that? We're supposed to back each other, not put each other down. This is the CIA's wet dream right here.
Pull your fucking pants up. You look ridiculous. Yeah.
Bro, look at how these commentators reacted to that mispen.
Say everything, but destroy everything. And now we can lose comfortably.
Next game we need to talk about is Italy versus Norway, a game that should have been broadcasted on the hub because what we saw was one team getting absolutely piped. Here was Italy's lineup, and dog, what the hell is this? What is this trash I'm looking at? What is this absolute trash I'm looking at? Also, look at this bench right here. And here was Norway's starting 11. They actually got a team right here. The game started off fast, just like any other game from yesterday. In the 10th minute, Italy would score. By who? I don't even know. No disrespect to this guy, but I have never ever seen him before in my life or have heard of him. But he scored, so congrats to him. In the first half, it was all Italy. And I mean all Italy. Look at the stats right here. These Norwegian demons were not online. But in the second half, look at the stats right here. They woke up. These demons woke up. And these stats weren't fake. In the 63rd minute, Nusa would score to tie the game 1-1. But you see, Haaland didn't care about this match. For him, it was a friendly. Nowhere on God's green earth was Italy going to qualify. They needed 9 goals, and there was no way a Gattuso-led team was going to score 9 goals. So for this guy, he was coasting. He was having a picnic until Mancini touched his ass. Yes, you heard me right. Mancini touched his ass, and Haaland took an offense to that. And I'm not even joking. Look at what Haaland said right here. At 1-1, Mancini touched my ass. And I thought, what are you doing? Then I got a little fired up and said to him, thank you so much for the motivation. Let's effing have it. And because of that, Haaland would score 2 goals in a span of 1 minute. 2 goals in a span of 1 minute. First of all, did this guy just give us his kryptonite? Did he just give us his kryptonite? So you're telling me, if we don't touch Haaland's ass, he ain't gonna show up? Alright. I'm gonna need to email Arteta to tell him for Gabriel and Saliba not to act sus around Haaland, cause he hates that. He hates that. After that, Haaland braced Italy were out of the game, so Larson would make the game 4-1, and just like that, Italy would lose a 4-1. What I'm about to say might sound crazy, but I want you guys to stay with me. The reason why Italy is so trash at football nowadays is, I got a theory, and that theory is the Mafia's downfall. If the Mafia was still around, I know they are around, but they're not as they were in the 90s or in the early 2000s. If they had the same power as back then, Italy would not be this ass. They would not be this ass. Because some of these players would go home with a broken neck or a broken leg. So what I'm saying is the Mafia's downfall equals the Italian football's downfall. That's what I mean. Let's see how fans reacted to this game online. Sweden versus Italy in the playoffs might be the first playoff where both teams lose. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm praying for both sets of fans. I'm praying for both sets of fans. That's like, would you rather be stuck in a room with Epstein or P. Diddy? Haaland on the plane back with Donnarumma. Yeah! Thank you, Haaland, for dunking on that Saka hater. I hate Donnarumma. He should be our main priority if we're actually a serious club. We are still waiting for the Ferran Torres payment, brother. Joan Laporta would have a heart attack when he sees what wages Haaland is on. He might need to sell half the squad before he can think about even getting Haaland. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. Please like, subscribe, and also follow my second channel where I do a FIFA career mode. I just uploaded one yesterday, the Liverpool rebuild, where I absolutely cooked. So go watch that video. Goodbye.